Hello. Nice here. Can of wormholes. Very good distance into the game, huh? Also, last time we learned about wires and rings, and stuff didn't quite feel possible here. Wait, why is it this spot that... Oh wait, no, it's the white ones that still need done, not the white ones that are done. I was mixing up the color language of the game. Alright, so I guess we're back to working out what to do here. Although, I have access to the command room. I could at least straighten out the thing. Oh wait, is there a locked door? I need one more to get through here. I was thinking I could, check the thing at the end. Right, these were all the ring puzzles. This is all the wire puzzles, as far as I can tell. Did I even try whatever was here, though? Or wait, no, it probably just doesn't lead to a... Yeah. Have I ever been in this puzzle? I don't think so. Seems like I'd need to connect something to one of these spots. Did I probably access it from down here after connecting... Wait, no. Seems almost like I need to come through this door in order to hit that spot right there, and then the wire sends the signal all the way up to in there. I don't know, maybe I actually need this one on the left, which goes to there, which means I'd need to rotate this or control a different worm, and stuff just doesn't really work. Why does nothing work? So wait, where does this go? Oh wait, yeah, I think we've been here. So I think we may need to go back up and... Wait, I was thinking if I made this worm here into a wire, then the worm on the left would be free to move around. But even when a worm is a wire, it's also still the worm once you've finished the puzzle. So I can't eliminate something from blocking me by making it a wire. I wonder if the insights depend on the entrance you used. Oh, wait. So yeah, we did something like this while solving the original puzzle last time. If I enter from here, though, do I get a hint about how to escape? No, there are no insights. That does prove, though, that the insight can be different. They just didn't include one here. Also, one thing I noticed for the very first time, when entering the level, the little animation of gaining control of the worm, there's a ring at the very tip. Had not observed that before. Alright, well, right now the only way I can mess with this puzzle's wires is by entering from here. Does this have any insights? Okay, so this is just teaching me about wires in general and not really helpful for what I actually need to do. Fair enough, I suppose. Wait. That could be a key move. No, move you one to the left so you don't line up as I'm pushing you down. I have managed to connect a different wire than ever before. Which seems positive. Now I'm this worm. So either I need to go into the L, or I need to use this L, but I have access to a horizontal piece instead of a vertical piece. Also, this just lets me get another solution, so I could gain access to the command room, or I mean the tail room. I have access to the command room, but it doesn't really do anything if I can't look at the billboards. Well, I mean, I could look for the next ship, but... I mean, I've already made that connection. What does having a second worm actually let me do? I mean, having the horizontal worm, not a second worm. It seems significant. I'm in a different situation than I've ever been. But at the same time, there aren't really a set of circles that are 5 horizontal from each other. See, it's the middle wire that I haven't managed to do anything with over here. Oh, wait a minute. I think what the horizontal one lets me do is die. I can actually brace something against an edge. I think I have chosen poorly which edge, though. Alright, we get a glyph here, and we've connected up a new wire. This is just a new puzzle, and we probably want to do something with wiring before we easily win it. Oh, and we can cut. And we could potentially twist this thing. But not flipping it over vertically. We can only twist it horizontally. Let's just win the puzzle, and then I might want to think about what I'm actually trying to connect up there. So it would be cool to have this top right circle connect to bottom right, if you can make that. That doesn't seem possible. I guess one thing is, I could connect this into multiple pieces. It might be like you connect these 2 wires up in the top with one segment, and then you go like left edge to over here. I wish the cursor didn't keep disappearing. Can I point with my mouse? No, my mouse disappears over the game. And then you'd need like a Tetris L to gather, or to go to here, and then from here, I don't think you have enough segments. Let's see, that would cost 2 length to get those, 3 to connect on the left, another 4 from the next one. Although maybe it'll be easier to point at things while I'm in the puzzle, maybe. Yeah, maybe you skip this hole at the bottom here. I guess you're skipping that whole wire then. You're going straight from here to here. Does the whole shape have enough length for that? No, it's never going to be tall enough. Because I'm never going to be able to add length. Oops. I can't get around that easily. Alright, well there's one of the shapes I kind of wanted. I'm realizing that this is also the goal shape. So it could theoretically be pushed in at the end. For now, just kind of seeing what I can actually do. Do a little wiggle to prevent falling in. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I can connect that. I kind of need that a different orientation, don't I? Do I need to use the fact that thick things can't be cut anywhere? Let's get this up here and more out of the way. Oops. See, I can't just curl around there. See, I can flip it back how it was. That's not a problem. Is there a way to flip it over vertically? Maybe there was earlier when it had a different shape. But I can't really brace things sideways. Because the only solid object in this area that acts as a wall cuts if you push into it horizontally. I guess, does the wire work if it's 2 segments? Oops. Like, do I have to actually make the right shape? Okay, it's not blinking. But even if I got all that, it doesn't do anything. So it's probably just the wrong goal. What about making myself longer? Well, we're 1 short of that, but maybe there was a clever way to get more food. But say I was long enough to connect any arbitrary 2 points. How would I actually finish the puzzle while I'm in position? Like, presumably, I'd have this somewhere, like, here. And then I'd need to be able to push it sideways while getting myself into some sort of position. I just don't see that happening. Maybe if I had some sort of like L-shaped piece? No. Never mind. That doesn't actually work. Oops. Let's see, if I'm using a 3 there and using myself for wires, how long do I even want to be? Seems like I need this to connect to something. What did the puzzle look like at the start? It was that. So the only controllable worm... Oh! Yeah, the only controllable worm... My goal isn't to connect one entrance to another entrance. My goal is to connect an entrance to a worm. Oops. So what I had is very close to working, but I do in fact need this L the other way. And as far as I know, doing this is all fine. Wait, if I just cut the other 2 segment off than I did before, like this is the correct L. Just gotta get things out of the way so I can flip it over horizontally, which is the easy direction to flip things over. That's too far. I won't be able to retrieve that. Just gotta make sure not to lose any pieces. Yeah, that can go up 1 higher for now, because I bet it'll be in the way if I just try to leave it where I actually want it. Wait. That wasn't the goal at all. I want it here. Alright. We lost sight of the goal for a bit, or at least I did. But we all got there. Now that that's all connected, I can do this to become large worm. Is it okay to dissolve those? Probably. I think they go away anyway if I solve the puzzle at all. Oh hey, you can go under them without them breaking. Okay, so now we actually do have the problem of... If I were to cut one part of myself off... Oh, is this combining the ring and the wire logic? Is there some way I could become a ring and then somehow finish the puzzle? No, because if I were to leave all but one of this worm exactly where I have it now, well, for one, I've connected the entrance to the entrance, which isn't even what we want. But also, I would not simultaneously be able to roll the 3 on and exit to the thing I want to become the wire. I mean, I can claim 1 glyph just by doing this. Although I think I do need to redo all the wires then if I want to become the large one again. But maybe we're just done. We do need a way to enter this puzzle though, and a way to do something in this puzzle. But it just clearly tells me I can't do anything if I enter this without having messed with this. And I don't know of a way to mess with it that would matter. And it seems like we need to be able to get a signal through a door in order to do anything here. So I think we're done with this room for now. I gotta learn more techniques. Where's the... Oh, I need the can to exit the pot before the legs form. Kind of bothersome that fast traveling here always puts you back in rolling form. Not a big deal, but also why? Oh, maybe I won't be able to get to the tail if there's another door. Oh. Not another locked door. We cannot view either monitors. They're monitors, okay. At one point I almost called them billboards. Maybe I have called them billboards, actually. Anyway, for now, let's just straighten out and see what our pictures say. Okay, so this is showing connecting wires through different ships. So the blue ship either receives a wire from purple or purple receives one from blue. So one of those 2 ships has a wire pointed outside a door. And one of them has a puzzle entrance pointed outside a door. Not sure what there is to notice about the monitor on the right. I do notice that the command room is flipped between the 2 images. I don't understand how that's useful to think about. Alright, for now though, we got some new puzzles to look at. And we have time to look at them. Excellent. Did a little animation as I rolled through one of the things. Alright, if I were to grow 1 segment larger and get myself stuck, that would not be useful. I'm thinking this is a puzzle that involves becoming a ring. So I was thinking about how to grab onto this 3 long one and then roll horizontally along here. Because it seems like we have to become a ring, grab the candy cane, get on that segment all the way at the bottom on the right. I guess not all the way on the bottom. The part right below this block. Then we could twist it right. And then, I hope the puzzle's solvable from there in some way. Oh, what if a ring eats a worm food? In which case, Wait, we want to use the 2 to become a ring. Oh. Wait, it doesn't roll when it's like that. I forgot the mechanics of rolling. I guess if I just... Oops. Need to enter this a bit different if I want to be able to back out. Oh, this doesn't work because I can't roll horizontally anymore. Right, I was too long. I was trying to think about if I just wanted ring mode and didn't care whether the food was already eaten, on account of maybe being able to cut it off later. Then I was just trying to grab the 3 with enough length to proceed to the 2, but there's always a wall in your way, unless you have the 3 precisely above here while you're doing it, but you couldn't get into that bottom section if the 3 was already there. Oops. Let's check the insight. Okay, so... yeah, that sure is a way. I hadn't thought about this yet. Alright. So we're grabbing the 3 from the top, exactly with it braced here. And then the 2 needs to be somewhere useful for grabbing things. Oh wait, I'm gonna push the 2 as I'm doing this. That might be fine. Yeah, the 2 just needs to be over here. For when I... Huh? Oh, okay. I have to choose a direction of motion to expand into. Alright. Well, there are 3 more puzzles here. There's only 1 blinking dot here. Weren't there... yeah, there's this. And there's... oh, right. Coming in here and doing stuff with this is gonna technically count as a different ship's map location. Still got no clue what to do with this one, though. But I think for now, our goal is just... finish off this room and then see what can be done about these connections. And it looks like at the bottom I didn't cull it out, but it seems like we're crossing 2 entire ships. I guess you're probably coming from the one that has the rocket icon. The rocket might be me in these representations. So from blue to purple. We're in pink now. Maybe it's the other way around, because we need pink to receive a connection for this room. And so we probably start blue and go to pink. Which blue door, though? There are only 2 blue doors. Okay, I know I'm supposed to be ending the video, because we're past half an hour, but... if I connect these up, which of these blue rooms do I start in? I guess this platform looks like it has a wire connection there. And yeah, it would go through here and then down. But I think it's just not revealed because it's not connected. So we need a way to connect this door to the door at the bottom of this room. Now, let me just look at this one, though. Yeah, there's nothing in here that looks like it might open up and possibly send a signal. Although, wait. The wire at the top here that would go out the door. Possibly if you came from here? Can we also solve this one in a way that connects that wire? Down there? You don't have the worms. Unless there's another... Wait, overhead view. Oh, you totally have the worms. If you eat up the stuff and then somehow cut it off of yourself. But there's no other worm to grab in order to spin, and you can't cut yourself without being grabbed onto another worm. There's just no other way to move into a cutting surface that I can think of. There sure are enough dots to connect those two wires, which would mean we'd actually need to enter from this top entrance. Which... we'd need to go through there. Oh, maybe I do have this all backwards. Wouldn't this just all lead to controlling this worm? There's not a entrance that goes there. I guess we can't look at the thing again without me straightening out this again. Did blue both need to receive and send a signal? Yeah, blue is listed twice. So it gets a signal from purple and it sends to pink. So it uses one door for each. So that second door I was looking at is from purple. Okay, which also suggests that the rocket side is the receiving side. So we do something from pink to go to blue to go to orange. Alright. Well, I've stolen my extra minutes and thoroughly enjoyed looking at that. But it is time to end the video. See ya.